Howdy guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at part number 52 from our intermediate flat parts. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos. We also have daily updates. Otherwise, if we head back into the program here, now like I said, we're going to be looking at part 52 now. And now I'm sure by now you guys are quite tired of viewing different parts. So like I mentioned, if at any point you feel like, okay, you've got this, you can always move on to the next mini series, maybe the advanced parts, or you can even skip that entirely. This is just to give you a nice thorough foundation, so by the time you start working with the parts, it is really like the back of your hand. But yeah, otherwise, if we go to flat parts here, we're going to go now to P52. Now this is a little bit more of a complicated part, as if I look at the sample here, you can see even though it also only has 4 parts, calculating this one can get a bit more tricky. So make sure you have your measurements nicely worked out beforehand. You can obviously use this to preview it, but yeah, like I said, it's a slightly bit more tricky shape or part. So now on top here we've got A, which will be setting the width of your overall shape, and then we've got B, which is the height. Now the nice thing here is, which makes it not so complicated, is if you can see C here is both connected. So adjusting C will adjust both these corners. And then we've got an S as well, which will do a bit of a cutaway here at the bottom at a 45 times 45 degrees. Now I'm just going to once again put in some random information, or not so random, just keeping the size similar to the rest. So let's go about 300 about 200, and then the C I'm going to make about 50. You can obviously preview it to see, make sure it's fine. And then the S, yeah, let's also go about 50. Keep that the same at first. Leave the name the same. Let's go preview. And here we can see the cutout. Now obviously keep in mind with this 45 degree, the higher we set it, the more of an angle it's going to go. So if we go about 90, you can see the angle starts becoming a bit more extreme. So but I'm going to set this back to 50. And then yeah, obviously try to keep these values within your overall shape, and then you should be fine. Keep the name the same, say okay, manual quantity 1, say add, and then let's add this to our actual canvas, and here we go, got the new shape to our cutting plate. Because there's a bit more complex shape, if you had to look at it, you will notice it's a bit of a rectangle. And then what they do is they basically make 2 cutouts. So they have a cutout at the bottom of the bottom corner and a cutout on the top corner. So with playing, you could make a rectangle with a chamfer basically at the bottom left and bottom right if you wanted to. So that's pretty much just behind the scenes if you know what's kind of happening with this shape. But yeah, otherwise if we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search here on the top right. If you do not however find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.